Yo, it's the morning, I gotta clean up this kitchen, but while I'm doing that, I'm gonna do a quick Q&A, just to kinda, you know, get started on a cool, different note. It's still completely dark outside, and it will be for another hour and a half, so let's do this. So this is a question from Victor Grolin, and he's asking, would you ever leave Blue Towel for a big company like Almost? Actually, this allows me to address two things. The first thing is that a skate shop is like a freebie sponsor. You can technically be sponsored by any other company and a skate shop, so I could be on Almost and Blue Towel. So I'm gonna change up your question just a little bit. So I think the real question is, would I be on a company that has been around longer or more industry backed? Let's just say, for example, would I be on Bones Wheels rather than Force Wheels? And that's a question that I would like to answer. And no, I totally wouldn't. I think being sponsored is about being part of a family. And if you're gonna ride for a company, you need to ride for a company that has all your friends on it. And Force Wheels is literally a whole team consisting of pretty much all of my best, closest friends. So it's really rad. I'm heading to my car right now, not too far at all, but I'm going skateboarding first thing this morning. I gotta learn the late flips. It's on my bucket list. I'm gonna try a few just to see how it goes, but it's also a really fun skate park. So I'm gonna enjoy the session all around, but I would really wanna land one late flip. I gotta learn nollie and regular, so my goal is to land one. It's a harsh goal. I've been trying to learn it my whole lives. Just arriving to the skate park. I'm gonna film on my warm-up, so it's not gonna be a very impressive beginning montage, but then I'm gonna focus just trying to learn the late flips. That's it. And the reason I came here is because there's this little bump that you can just kind of nollie off, and I've seen people nollie late flip off. Oh, my camera's dying. Who forgot to charge my camera? It was me. Getting straight into the late flips. I'm gonna film my first one and then every single one on this camera alone because this might take me hours. First try. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes. I keep alternating between nollie and regular, and I haven't flipped it more than a quarter of the way. So I still got a lot to go, but I'm about to just watch a video on how to do nollie late flips and try to do exactly what they do. But yeah, but so far this is looking hopeless. So this is my first attempt with a Johnny Geiger info. Flick somewhere in the middle of the board, ollie high, flick down. Okay. Suck. That's pretty good. So I'm just gonna try 100 more and then I'm gonna call it for today. And I think that's enough practice for one day. So 100 tries and then I'm heading out. All right, that's 20, changing up angles. Woo. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. That's my 38th try. That's 50. Take a break. So I'm at 50 right now. It's not so bad. I'm actually flipping it every single try, like landing upside down on the board. Most of the tries, which is what I was aiming to do today. That was my goal, to be able to land on the board upside down. But I have 50 more tries, and now that I'm doing that, I have a feeling I can get it to flip a little more. Dude, it'd be really cool if I could get it to flip all the way. I stuck that one, got so close, I was so excited, so got to be back on the grind.
disgusting, but I did it! So I technically did it, but I'm gonna try 19 more, I think is what I have left, just to see if a better one comes out, but I did it. I definitely, technically did a back foot late flip. I am counting it! Ah! Ow! I'm stoked! Dude! You have no idea the process in my life that I've been through to do that trick. And now I gotta learn the nollie ones, but still, on my bucket list for this whole year was to do that trick, and I did it. And it was so awful, I'm gonna be completely honest. It was a terrible version of what a late flip should look like. It took me, I think, 81 tries from the countdown. I tried like 30 before, or 20 before that, and then from the countdown it took 81 tries to land the first one really sketchy, and then the next one I think took like 104 or something like that. It was super worth it. It's funny because in Johnny Geiger's trick tip he talks about how it took him hours and hours. So when I first tried it and I listened to his advice and it didn't really flip, I was like, dude, this is super not motivating. But then him saying, trust me, it takes a really long time, I was like, okay, so if I just put it in the amount of time, amount of effort, I will land it. So dude, this feeling right now, this is what, like, I don't know, like every skateboarder knows this feeling, and every person who's accomplished something that's been really hard, or you know, like people who like lift weights, if they finally get to a certain weight that is difficult for them, it's a very satisfying feeling, and it makes you not want to move. Like I don't feel like moving because I want to soak in this moment, even though it was disgusting. That's the funniest part, but I did it, so I'm happy.
This the finale. My pep talk turned to a pep rally. Say she from the hood, but she live inside the valley now. Vacated in Atlanta, then she going back to Cali.
Just randomly got struck with, oh my gosh, it's so hard to talk with the stuff in my mouth. Just randomly got struck with the urge to clean my entire apartment and get ready for the move. I'm moving in like 3.5 weeks. It's psycho. It's really crazy, but there's so much unnecessary stuff in my apartment that I don't know what to do with, and I'm either gonna throw it away or box it. So that's what I'm gonna spend probably the majority of my day doing. So this vlog just went from decent to extremely boring. When there's pretty much infinite parking available, you know something's up. I don't know what's going on with this Walmart, but hopefully we can get inside. It's also the most ghetto Walmart, like in Long Beach. It's the worst one. Totally makes a lot of sense. Now it's impossible for this place not to have it, right? Yeah, daddy. I also brought my video camera with me for a certain reason that you're about to find out in 2 seconds. I gotta try to learn some nollie late flips. All day, that late flip attempt and that whole session has been in my head, and I can't get rid of it because I didn't actually accomplish the to-do list or my bucket list trick. I just did one late flip and I still have to do the nollie one, so it's just been eating at me all day, and I feel like I kind of want to end the vlog on trying to do the same thing that I did with the regular one. If I have enough energy, I will try 100 tries of the nollie late flip. I'm gonna watch a video tutorial and I'm gonna try to figure this one out as well. It's been eating at me, so I'm about to start trying. How perfect is this? So Johnny Geiger had a trick tip on late flips. He writes for Revive, he's part of the whole family. Guess who has a trick tip on nollie late flips? Cody Witt himself, Force Wheels teammate. Dude, thank goodness. So I'm about to get a trick tip straight from Cody Witt's mouth. Okay, so I'm gonna apply 100 tries just like Cody Witt was talking about. I have to use this camera because I used all of the card on my other camera. With Cody, he said, put your back foot, let me grab my board. Cody said to put your back foot over the bolts, and I had it right here. He said put it over the bolts, I don't know why, and then have your front foot like a good nollie. So for me, I'm just gonna set up how I do with a regular nollie. And he said lift your front foot off like this as soon as you pop, and then flick out like a kickflip right away. It looked like he flicked really fast, so I'm just gonna try 100 of these and see how it goes. So this one's definitely harder. I have 40 tries left before I have to call it quits. Unless I get super close, then I'll keep trying, but yeah, for now, 40 tries left. I know I've said 100 tries on each trick, but off camera I've tried this one today like 20 times, and then the other late flip about 100 times. Like I literally, this is like 300 tries deep for sure. Absolutely, off film I tried about 100, like both of them combined. So this is quite the battle today, but I don't know, I got 20 tries left on this one, but it's just not flipping. It hasn't flipped more than halfway one time, and I've kicked as hard as I could, spinning everywhere. Oh gosh. That's it. All right, well, that was the worst. Look at that, I didn't even break a sweat. That's the best part. Just kidding, I'm dying. Look how drained my face is, crazy. Nollie late flip was not near as fun as the regular late flip. I just could not figure them out, dude. Like every secret that I tried, the only secret I could figure out is that when I did the really tweaked nollies, the late flip worked better. But when I'd actually go to stick it, my feet would just not think about it. They're so used to flicking, like, you pop off the nose, you flick off the back. Like my feet are so used to that concept that like a late flip is just like, I mean, it's absolutely trying to like write with your left toe. Like it's the hardest possible way to write is what I was just trying to do. So I didn't get it, but I mean, easily 325 tries in today's late flip attempts. Easily. I mean, even on film, I lost count all the time, so I had to start over. So like I got to 100 way before I actually did 100. And then on top of that, you know, the extra 100 tries. So I'm just gonna say that's about 325 tries of trying today and a lot of hours. But you know what? I got the first trick, I got the late flip. I got pretty close to the nollie late flips. I sort of figured out how to flip them halfway, which is a step above. So tomorrow, hopefully I can give it an extra 100 tries as well and just not like do as many as I did today. Yeah, so we'll figure it out, but I'm gonna go home now. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna call this episode. See this dirt right here? I feel like it makes me look pretty tough, so I'm gonna leave it on there. That's from laying on the ground earlier out of depression. But you know what? It's been like maybe 5 minutes, and I already feel a ton times better. Because regardless of what happened just now, not being able to accomplish the overall goal, I did accomplish like 15 small steps leading up to the goal. I did learn regular late flips today. I did land on a bunch of nollie late flips upside down, so I'm getting a step closer. I haven't even gotten that close before, which is crazy. So after 15 years of skateboarding, when I spend one hard day, super determined day on trying to learn something that I haven't been able to do in forever, and I get that close to actually accomplishing all of it, it feels really good. So right now I'm very stoked. I'm just very, very tired, so it's hard for me to really muster up the proper facial expressions to show my optimism. But I will end this video with a quote, and this quote actually is almost exactly what I was just talking about, but it's by Tim Ferriss, and if you watch my channel a lot, you know that I'm a big fan of this guy, and I read one of his books when the time was right in my life, and it helped a lot. But the quote goes as such, is be right now. Tomorrow becomes never. No matter how small the task, take this first step now. So, taking the first step today with a nollie late flip, obviously. I don't know, I don't want to wait till tomorrow to accomplish these bucket list goals that I set for myself a couple days ago. I want to do all of them within the first couple of months, all of them. So starting a company, doing the meet and greet, flying in a helicopter, going to Paris. I want to do all this in the next couple of months, even though I set it for myself for a 2016 goal. I like saying that so that I can beat that goal and take all this necessary steps to accomplish all those things that I really want to do with my life as soon as possible. So I hope that helps. And if you're trying to do something really amazing with your life, start now, start tomorrow. I don't know. I think everybody says that, but really it's really hard for people to actually clock into that, and I think it's important that you do that as soon as possible. So thanks again for watching, subscribing, commenting, liking. You guys are ruling my channel, and I appreciate all the comments, all the nice words. The very little hate I get, I feel like it's still constructive criticism, so it's not even insulting. I don't know, I'm really excited about the feedback between me and the homies. So thanks a lot, good night.